right, folks. Well, welcome back for another week of exciting racing here at the Tuesday Night Racing Series. My name is Dylan Hastings. Thank you guys for tuning in as usual. We've got lots of people tuning in tonight to see an exciting race here at Lucas Oil Raceway. I'm excited to watch the race tonight as well as your broadcaster here. So really exciting to get this race kicked off. Obviously, it's going to test everybody's patience tonight. We're just excited that it's going to give these guys a challenge, something a little bit different here with this short track racing. And we're excited to get this thing kicked off. Want to congratulate Chris McLean in the number 5 there on the pole this evening. So congratulations to him as he wins the pole. And also want to cover just a few things as far as the information here for the race tonight. The outside temperature, give me 1 second here. The outside temperature, or the track temperature, excuse me, is 84 degrees. The outside temperature is 83 degrees, so not much difference there. 70 degrees humidity, partly cloudy, 13-mile-an-hour winds. We got 2 stages at 50 and 100. We've got a whole total of 200 laps tonight here for the Lucas Oil 135. I want to get really quickly into the grid, if you guys will bear with me just a second here. And I'm just going to go through the top 10. Chris McLean in first, takes the pole. Brad Fulham in second. Chris Bedwell third. Tyler Dixon fourth. Brandon Robertson fifth. Aaron Adcock sixth. Joseph Mahara seventh. Garrett Brown eighth. Wyatt Brackett in 9th, and Matt Grenier rounds out our top 10. And as we get ready to get kicked off here to get some green flag racing in, hopefully we keep this thing green for a while here, folks. And thanks again for tuning in, and we are going to get to green flag racing here in just a second. We'll try not to keep you guys on commercials too much tonight here as we try to sort things out here at the short track, but see how that all goes here as we get ready to take the green flag. And Chris McLean is off on the inside there. Brad Fulham on the outside. Bedwell is going to look to possibly take some position here early on in the race here. He's our race winner the last 2 weeks in a row. We are going to do our best, folks, to try to bring every incident to you as best we possibly can. But as you know, or as you may know, it is somewhat of a little bit of a challenge sometimes to bring all these incidents to you, depending on how many we have. Everybody's going to be pretty patient tonight, I believe, here during the initial start. I hear somebody crashing. We'll have to see who that is. Sometimes it's just people making contact with the wall. Let's kind of go to the back of the field, kind of work our way up here. So Jeremy Banner currently right now is our last driver there in 33rd place. Nobody's a lap down at the moment. Oh, Chris McLean, or excuse me, Chris Shoemaker makes contact there with Tony Edrington, who's back in the league. We're excited to have him back. And as you can see, it looks like they made a little bit of contact there. We'll see if we can slow that down and see what exactly happened. It looks like Tony was just trying to cut the corner a little bit, and Chris kind of caught his rear end here as we rewind just to take a peek at that really quick. Actually, it looks like Tony got loose. Yeah, so he got loose, which Chris Shoemaker on the inside there just following his lane, and unfortunately once it starts sliding there, it's really difficult to get the back of it. Luckily, there's not a lot of damage there, I don't believe, for either driver. It looks like they both were able to collect themselves. I don't think Chris made too much contact there with the inside wall as he gets slowed up there, and Edrington, 24 gets by there. Jeremy Banner gets by him, and it looks like they are okay for the time being here. So let's look and see real quick. Looks like he's going to go into pit lane and see if he can get a little bit of that damage repaired. Looks like David Sparks is electing to go into pit lane as well. And let's take a look at Tony real quick to see how he's doing here. So yeah, not a lot of damage at all. This is a short track racing anyway, so damage is really not going to be too much of a factor, I don't believe. I don't see a whole lot of damage anyways on his rear bumper at all, so I think he's going to be okay. All right, well, as we wait here to get back lined up and to get back to racing, let's go ahead and check the let me just check the comments real quick, and we'll go through those. Kip Easley out there saying, good luck, guys. I didn't see you in here. You're out here tonight, so, but thank you for that comment. Aaron Adcock, Stacy, well, he tagged Stacy there. Let's see, Aaron, are you in here tonight? I did not see you. Yes, you are in here tonight. So glad to have you back. Billy Reynolds Clark out there says good luck all. Thank you, Billy. Looks like Richard Swavely. Yee to the yee. All right, guys. And last but not least, Tony Edgerton out there saying something about David Harden. All right, guys. Oh, I think you meant to say go, David Harden. All right, guys. Well, appreciate y'all tuning in. As always, really, truly appreciate the support. And we're going to get back here to some racing here in just a minute as these guys get sorted all out, as they get through their pit stops, get some damage repaired. Looks like Chris Shoemaker is back out on track. Got a little bit of that damage there on the front end repaired, as not really going to be too much of a factor for him anyways. But we're going to keep an eye on the back of the field as well. Again, once we go back to green flag racing here, I'll go back to the back of the field. We'll kind of work our way up if it stays green and just kind of see where everybody's at and some of the battles that are going on. The mid-pack is usually where the action is happening. Obviously, the front's exciting to see towards the end of the race and throughout the race, but looks like lights are off on the pace truck. We are getting ready to go back to green flag racing, as we are looking forward to. Chris McLean on the inside. Not much changes to the lineup here as we get ready to get kicked off again. Looks like Brad Fulham still out there in P2. Chris Bedwell in P3. Green. And Tyler Dixon out there in P4. All right. Let's see how we got here. Good start there for Chris McLean up there in the front. See Tony Edgerton taking it nice and easy as he gets kind of settled in. Jeremy Banner back there, Chris Shoemaker, Austin Shoemaker, getting things sorted out. We see Dylan Jones back on track. Glad to have him back. I did not see him in the driver's meeting, so glad to have him back though, period. Let's see. Oh, we got a little bit of a spin here. So it looks like Evan Bushmaster just got a little bit of a spin here. Let's see if we can kind of slow that down and see what happened with Mr. Bushmaster. It's probably going to be loose here. The setup is very loose on exit, and so I expect that they're probably going to have some self spins here. So we'll just take a look real quick at Mr. Bushmaster here and see if he makes contact with anybody. Anybody makes contact with him, and it looks like he just dove. He kind of got to that groove right there, as you can see on the track, and when he made that acceleration, just a little too much, and brought the truck back around there. As you see all those drivers, Ray Rogers getting around him good there. Barry Knapp got around him okay. Nobody made contact with Evan Bushmaster as he recollects himself there to get back to racing here. So 52, unfortunate incident there, but again, this setup is extremely loose on exit, and so the guys will just have to be a little bit more patient there as they're exiting there around the corners on exit of the corners, and hopefully that won't happen too much tonight as we get recollected. And looks like up front here, Chris McLean still up in P1. Chris Bedwell has made his way up into P2, so he passed Brad Fulham there for P2. So he'll be starting on the outside. Brad Fulham's going to get a spot there on the inside, which is probably the preferred lane, to be honest with you, to restart. And Tyler Dixon right behind him there in the 54 truck. And so we're going to get kicked off here and get back to some green flag racing here in just a minute. I know you guys are patiently waiting to get some more laps in here under green flag to see these guys battling it out and beating and banging with each other. So we're going to go to commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back with you guys in just a moment.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like beta power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drinks. That's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, we are back, and I believe we've got maybe about 1 or 2 more laps here before we go back to green flag racing. So going to allow these guys to get whatever they need to get done, as whether it's fuel or tires or anything in between. Lights are off on the pace truck, so we are going green this time around. And I think we're going to keep this banner up here on the top for right now. Let you guys see a little bit more of the track. All right, we're going to see what happens behind. We're going to ride along with Chris McLean at the moment, see what happens here.
Green flag.
He gets a really good start there on the initial restart. Looks like guys getting sorted out here as things start to spread out a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on here towards the middle of the pack. We got Mr. Logan Russell out there tonight in the number 11 truck. One of our newer drivers to the league. Excited to have him back racing. He is now going to be a Black Car Mafia affiliate driver since David Brackett is now back, which is excited to have him back as well. And let's see, we got James Kunkel there in the 48. Sultan. These guys are trying to figure out this setup. This thing is not easy to drive at all. George Williams doing a great job out there in the number 40, keeping it off the wall. He's making that high line work for him really well. A little bit of brake bias there in the back there. He got a little loose in the corner, so he's going to have to check up a little bit. He might lose some position. The 51 goes around.
Oh, shit. Quickly tell me about your car if you can.
Let's see if I can see what happened there. I think he had to pull the steering wheel just a little bit too much to get off the 31. And that is, well, no, that wasn't it. So they were actually side by side. Looks like they were doing all right. So as they come around the corner here, again, that bottom groove right there, he just gets a self spin again. Tries to catch it, but in that lane right there, that is super difficult. If you've ever raced in iRacing on at Darlington, that's another track. When you come off the banking there, it's just super hard. He got it slowed down pretty good, though, there before he made contact with the inside wall. So it looks like he was able to recollect himself. Not a lot of damage there in the front. I don't see hardly any at all. And he's going to get recollected and get back out there. So it looks like he's going to be all right. I don't see any nose damage there to him, so it looks like he's all right there. Let's see if I can get on Tony Edrington. See if we can see any damage there to the side of his truck. No, he doesn't have any damage at all, really. He barely made contact with that wall, so good deal. Good deal. Chris McLean still out front at the moment. He is our race leader, has been our race leader since the start of this race. So Stacy Adcock out there says, let's go here, number 17. Let's keep that truck up front. Heck yeah. Aaron's actually up one spot from where he started the race there. He's number 17. He is currently up in he's up in P5 at the moment, so he's in the top 5 at the moment. That's a sharp looking paint scheme. It's hard to see those chrome numbers, but at the end of the day, it looks good too sometimes. I think at night it's easier to see than during the day. So as long as we can see it, I'm okay. I think during the day, though, it's really difficult to see those numbers. But it's a sharp-looking paint scheme. He's obviously got some experience there with the spec maps, or knows somebody that does. Spec mapping is, it's kind of easy, actually, but, man, does it take some patience to get it all sorted out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see where everybody's at here. So we got Joseph Mahar still in 7th place. Doesn't look like he's picked up any positions or lost any positions since he started. Main thing is he's got a clean truck. Mike Watts is up 3 spots there, another Race Pass Motorsports driver, excuse me. Brandon Robertson, Black Car Mafia. These guys have been a powerhouse here lately with within the series. I mean, these guys have just been doing awesome. I believe right now Black Car Mafia is our team leader here for the team competition for the season. So these guys are going to have to. The other teams have got a lot of work to do to catch up to these guys. Chris Bedwell for 3F Racing out here tonight in the number 7. See, Kip Easley, mentioned him earlier, 27 for 4Horse Motorsports. He is now in P13. These guys kicked off. No, these guys haven't raced. So it looks like the leader's going to elect to take the outside. That's interesting. All right, these guys are going back to Green Flag Racing here in a second. So let's go ahead and keep an eye on these guys as we get things kicked off again here. As the pace truck is off, and so are our drivers here in a minute. And, whoa!
Green flag.
A little bit of contact there with the leaders. All right, folks, looks like Chris McLean was able to get back out there comfortably, or cleanly, I should say. All right, let's see where everybody's at here. So we got 38. 38's looking to gain some position here. Matt Grenier there in the number 15 on the inside. He's going to try to take the inside, make that work. If he can make that exit work for him, he will be able to pick up a position. These guys are fighting for that position at the moment. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. We already did. As they're racing side by side, you can see them getting a little looser off the top corner. So the guys on the inside will just have to be cautious of that. But we got a battle here going for P11 at the moment. As you can see, the back of the field's kind of starting to spread out a little bit. We got Evan Bushmaster back here with Tony Edgerton just kind of buying their time, waiting to pick up some position here as these guys get comfortable with turn of laps, as well as Jeremy Banner. Jeremy he's always got a strategy in place to get himself up to the front. He's just taking it patient, avoiding the wrecks, doesn't want to get involved with anybody else, and he'll be back up here in the front shortly. See, William Harrington, the 66, haven't mentioned him tonight. He's up here. He's down 2 spots where he started the race, but he's currently in P15 at the moment. Richard Swaverly still in 12th. He was not able to make that pass there for 11th. Wyatt Brackett, haven't mentioned him tonight. He had the 33. He is actually he's still in 9th place, which is where he started the race. Joseph Mahar's lost a spot now. He's currently in 8th. And Mike Watts has dropped back 1 spot from where he was. Looks like he's got some contact there on the outside wall, the outside of his truck there. I don't expect anybody's truck to be clean tonight. But looks like these guys are starting to get a little comfortable here as they're running some consistent laps. I'm going to have to keep track of these laps too, because got to make sure that we keep an eye on the leader when he comes around to lap 50 here, so we can throw the stage caution. All right. Let's see where everybody else is at the moment. Daniel Holcroft, the 31. Checkers and wreckers is what it says on the back of his truck. Let's hope that he makes it throughout the race here, so he can get up there and battle for position, win a race for himself. As he's figuring out the exit there, as you can tell. Looks like Danish Shepherd, boy, he is just doing everything he can to handle that truck. Looks like the 66 bouncing off the wall a little bit. James Kunkel's able to avoid him. Some of these guys are definitely making that wall work. We're going to have to keep an eye on William Harrington, though. If he rides that wall, we're going to have to give him a warning. Number 3, David Brackett back out there in that sharp-looking paint scheme. That's a nice-looking paint scheme right there. How many times do I say that throughout the race? Yeah, I can't help it, guys. These guys got some good-looking paint schemes. Oh, looks like George Williams just keeping it off the wall right there as he comes in a corner exit. He's got some stripes there on the outside of his truck. As you see, he's riding the wall a little bit on the outside. Not intentional. Same thing with the 66. That is something that people will do, though, so we got to kind of keep an eye on that and make sure we regulate that a little bit. All right, Chris McLean still out front at the moment. He is our race leader. Let's go ahead and ride along with Chris McLean at the moment here and just kind of see what a lap looks like and his perspective. At least from the roof anyways. As you can hear, it's on and off, on and off. He's definitely catching these guys. Some of these guys put them a lap down here as Tony Edrington and let's see, Evan Bushmaster currently right now is at risk of going a lap down, as well as Jeremy Banner and Austin Shoemaker. We'll have to see how that plays out. All right, again, folks, this is currently our race leader, Mr. Chris McLean, the number 5. All right, let's go back through the field real quick, see what's going on here in top 10 positions. As we got Mike Watts battling there for the top 10, as he's just outside the points for stage 1. As we get 9 laps to go before we conclude stage 1, we'll have to see if any of these guys can pick up any more positions, whether Richard Swaverly, Mike Watts can pick up another position if one of these guys messes up here in the front. As of right now, I'm proud of these guys, man. They're battling it out here on this short track. This is a challenge for sure. I thought Martinsville could have went a little bit smoother, but these guys are battling it out and making it work for themselves. And it's just going to show tonight that we got some great green flag racing. Knock on wood here that doesn't change. But at the moment, Mike Watts is struggling there in the 11th spot at the moment, which I've turned laps here. Everybody struggles every lap. This is a challenging track for these trucks, but it's fun. Frustrating at the same time, though, too. All right, Richard Swaverly there in the 38, right behind Mike Watts, currently in P12, just out 2 spots, just outside of the spots here for stage points. Chris McLean still out front. As you can see, he's getting loose here on corner exit, but he's driving it as hard as he can to stay up in front here. But Chris Bedwell is trying to pick up playoff point here. I think I just heard somebody crash.
3-4. Any feeling about the car?
right, looks like we got Evan Bushmaster here. We'll see if he just went a lap down, so that's really going to hurt him because now he's going to be trapped a lap down. Looks like he kind of peeked into the. He might not have been the driver to.
This going to be the stage.
And it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he just spun here. Just bear with me a second here, folks, as we figure out whether or not this is going to be the stage.
Bill, is this the stage? I think we might get one lap.
Yeah, these guys know that the stage is at the conclusion. If it's within 2 laps or 4 laps, excuse me, of the. Well, my phone's dead. Well, we see the race leader went in there for a pit.
He came up a little bit.
All right, we're going to go back real quick as we wait for these guys to kind of get cycled around here. Let's see if I can see that again. So it looks like Brad Fulham also crashed, so let's take a look at that real quick. Brad might have been looking to miss. Oh, man. Hold on. What in the world was he doing? So let's go to Evan Bushmaster. Okay, so he loses control of his truck. And
87, can you catch the field, please?
yeah, man, that sucks. Yeah, the 19 had nowhere to go there. 52, I don't think he held his brakes. I think he went up the track there. Not 100% on that. I think I could, as he's still rolling here. I don't know why he's doing that. He should have been holding his brakes until everybody went by. So let me see if he was holding his brakes there as he spun out, because we can tell. Let's see. So he's spinning, and then when he cocks it right there, he should already be on the brakes right there. Did he hit the brake? It looks like he's slowing down pretty good, but he did not hit the brakes, and that's why he went up the track. And unfortunately, that may put an end to the 19's evening, and he's still not holding his brakes. So, man, all right, well. Okay, let's go back live, as we are already back live here, so I apologize, folks.
Caution's out. Make sure you're getting yourself something to drink there, buddy.
It's a good thing I clicked on it when I did. All right, folks, that is the conclusion of the stage. Mr. Chris Bedwell was our stage winner, along with Tyler Dixon, Garrett Brown, Joseph Mahar, Aaron Adcock, Brandon Robertson, Matt Grenier, Wyatt Brackett, Richard Swaverly, and Mike Watts rounds out the top 10 drivers there that finished stage 1. All right, folks, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with you here as we get ready to kick off the second stage here. It looks like Tyler Dixon, as you just saw there, just overshot his pit. And we'll be right back,
Sorry,
folks.
Austin, wasn't sure where the line was for this.
Life, you can choose negativity or positivity.
A lot of people look at the hate. You're not gonna make it. Had a lot of people doubt me.
They say that girls can't hoop.
They said I wasn't strong enough.
I want better. so I do better. I do this for me.
I'm just gonna work harder, talk less. All I gotta do is put my head down and grind.
Fire inside me can't be put out.
People will always have something to say. Ignite your fire.
All right, guys, I believe we have a 3F racing strategy going on right here because we've got all three 3F racing drivers here up in the top 5 at the moment. Actually, no, I take that back. Chris Bedwell is, yeah, he's currently in the top 5. So we've got Dana Shepard going to lead us off here with his teammate George Williams there in the 40 on the outside. We'll have to see how this goes because Chris McLean's been real fast tonight.
Green flag.
And it looks like Austin Shoemaker also made a play there to get back out here in front here for stage 2. As they know, track position is important here. These guys are coming off of this banking right here. We'll have to see how aggressive they get there as William Harrington gets sort of back around there. As you can see, he was fighting the wheel of that truck. Guys are just looking to gain some positions here. As you can see, some of them are 3 wide. Aaron Adcock fighting his way up here as the 15 and Matt Grenier goes to the inside wall. As looks like Mike Watts is going to be able to make a safe pass here from him. He gets recollected. And Aaron Adcock at the moment looks like he may be able to pick up some position here as he's currently 7 spots down from where he started the race, but that's just because of all the strategy here for the stage. As the 66 there gets a little bit of contact with the wall. Brandon Robertson there in the number 9 yellow truck, right in front of William Harrington, excuse me, in the 66. So 17 right now of Aaron Adcock and William Harrington fighting for position as they get around William Harrington there. Mike Watts also picks up a position. See if we can ride along with one of these guys. Let's ride along with Aaron Adcock. He dives into there and get around Tyler Dixon. Or no, Wesley Burchett. Wesley Burchett's out here. Heck yeah, man, I haven't even seen him. Man, I don't know where I was tonight for the driver's meeting. Glad to have him back out here. I haven't seen him in a while. We got Aaron Adcock out there looking to fight for some positions. Looks like he's definitely got this thing figured out as he gets around. He's going to try to get around George Williams out there on the outside, as he does. And we have a caution. Brad Fulham has crashed. Let's take a look at that. Really? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Looks like Dana Shepard's went around. All right, let's go see if we can figure out exactly what happened there. Looks like Ray Rogers also was involved in that. So let's see what happened. Man, I hate to be yelling in this thing. I hope I'm not yelling in y'all's ear. But when this thing is in my ear, it's loud. All right, let's see. So we've got, we got Ray Rogers right here. Let's ride along with, So there is Dana Shepard. He's spinning around. He just, unfortunately, they have nowhere to go. I mean, they have nowhere to go. As Ray makes another visit to that inside wall. All right, let me see if I can get a better perspective here. So Dana Shepard was one of the guys. I'm going to try to make this quick because these guys get back around here to get restarted really quick. So who am I looking for? I'm looking for Dana Shepard. So let's go back and see really quick because he's the one that took most of the brunt of this damage real quick. Here.
Right. Lucky Dog is nosing around the outside.
All right, let's see if we can slow this down. So we'll see whose fault that was real quick. I don't think it really is anybody's fault in particular. Looks like Dana Shepard just trying to get that real estate. Unfortunately, Kip Easley already had it occupied. And he, unfortunately, I mean, you can have the wheel turn, but you're not going to be able to save that. And he just gets punted by Chris Shoemaker, which he had nowhere to go. So these guys, you can see there, Ray Rogers at the top of the screen, top right of the screen there as he made contact with the walls. We rode along with him. So looks like they've got recollected. Dana Shepard's got that damage on there, but I don't think that's really going to be too much of an issue, to be honest with you, as he gets ready to get recollected here. We have a new race leader, though. Chris McLean back out here out front. So he's able to fight his way in here. He made a mistake there on that first stage by pitting too early. But he's back out here for the second lap. So Dana Shepard, I don't know.
I'm going to need an EOL. iRacing should be to the pole.
It's going to wave you around at one to go.
All right, 10-4. Thank you.
All right, let's make sure we're live conditions here. Yeah, we are on live conditions. And we still got more than one to go here, so. All right, the lights are off on the pace truck. As you can see there, Dana Shepard got stuck behind the pace truck, and he just got the wave around as these guys get ready to go back to green flag racing here. We're going to go ahead and bring up the other tower here. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier to follow along. I like the other one, but this one's a little easier to follow along, I believe. I don't know what's going on there with that graphic up there at the top, but it's back, it's gone. It's back, it's gone. All right. We are ready to go back green flag racing here. We're going to ride along with Chris McLean as he elected to take the outside, as we got Austin Shoemaker on the inside. Green. Chris McLean gets a great jump there as he gets restarted. Gets a really good jump there out in front. All right, let's see where everybody else is at here through the field. Mike Watt's currently fighting for that P12 at the moment. He's got 3 trucks. We'll see if these guys can get through there comfortably. George Williams gets bounced off Mac Grenier. Mike Watts and Kip Easley out there fighting for position, but he's got Wesley Burchett right behind him. The 76. Again, welcome back to Wesley Burchett. Sorry, buddy. Kip Easley giving us a little bit of insight in that last incident there. It says Sarah slid up trying to hold it down. That wasn't completely your fault, buddy, because it looked like he came down a little bit. So he was was trying to get the same real estate you were. It's a racing incident. That's why nobody got an EOL. So all good as you guys get battling there for position. You and George Williams out there. George is trying to hold his own here on the inside lane, but
Caution's out.
that inside lane just does not work very well on exit. All right, let's see who you crash this time. Looks like Dana Shepard made. Looks like he was coming off of pit road. Yeah, you can't do that. That wasn't a caution, unfortunately, folks. That was a driver stopping. All right, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back with you, folks. Thanks again for your patience as we get ready to rack them back up and go green flag racing here as we look forward to that. And real quick before we go to commercial break, Chris McLean still out front. Tyler Dixon's picked up 2 spots. Austin Shoemaker's picked up 29 spots from where he started the race, currently in P3. Joseph Haar picked up 3 spots from the start of the race at P4, and Barry Knapp out here, 19 spots up from where he started the race in that number 39. He is up here in the top 5. That rounds out our top 5, folks. We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drinks. That's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get back to green flag racing. And we got literally about 3 seconds before that happens. We're going to go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and change the position here. As these guys come around here, they are going to take the green flag as the pace truck comes off here in just a minute.
Green flag.
All right, Chris McLean gets a good jump out there in front. That is the strategy right there, to take the outside lane. That outside lane works a lot better than that inside lane for sure. Chris McLean gets a great jump there, great restart. We'll have to see how these guys fare, get balanced out here. This thing tries to catch up as we got Aaron Adcock up here in the P6. At the moment, that shiny green machine. All right. Oh!
Reckon. Caution.
That may have, unfortunately, just caused a caution.
What you think you had there?
let's see. Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm hitting the wrong button here. All right, let's see. So we got Wyatt Brackett there on the outside, and he just come off the wall a little bit. I don't know if he's going to make contact with Bedwell is the reason for the caution. Don't really know. I thought it was actually
Pace cars entering turn 3.
no, it was Adcock. Oh no, that's what it was. It was actually Adcock. I didn't see that. It was Aaron Adcock and Austin Shoemaker.
Can we catch up? Yeah, come on, guys. We got to catch up.
All right, you hear these guys telling everybody, hey, catch up. So it looks like Barry Knapp made a little bit of nudge there to Aaron Adcock. And Aaron Adcock, unfortunately, got into the 14. The 14 makes contact with the 33. And I think, unfortunately, Richard Swaverly just, dang. Let me see. The 38 just kept on going. Let's see.
Lucky dog on the outside.
Bear with me a second. Where's he at? 38. There he is. All right, let me see. Did he even stop? All right, let's go back. He didn't really have anywhere to go. And he tried to cut back down, but then the truck just bounced off the wall. Hit him. Well, that's unfortunate for those guys because that damage is probably going to be, that's going to hurt them a little bit. Doesn't look like Swavely's got a lot of damage there, but I know definitely Wyatt Brackett's definitely got some damage, so he will have to pay attention to them as these guys get going here. I'm not going to give Aaron Adcock an EOL for that because he got hit by the 39, which drove him up the track, and that was more of a racing incident. I thought initially he made contact with the 39, but it looked like, from my perspective there, it looked like the 39 and hit the 19, or the 17, excuse me. 39 hit the 17, 17 went up, hit the 14. 14 hit the 33, 33 ended up making contact with the 38. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's go up front here and see. So we've got Chris McLean out in front. Looks like James Kunkel's just getting off pit road there. He should, I don't know, he might get a penalty for,
Dylan, somehow when I was entering the pits, I got a passing under yellow black. I don't know what that's about, but I was on pit road.
All right, folks, we're going to go to commercial break real quick while I sort that out. I'll be right back with these.
We're going to start EOLing these people that keep causing these cautions, or?
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
Life, you can choose negativity or positivity.
A lot of people look at the hate. You're not gonna make it. Had a lot of people doubt me.
They say that girls can't hoop.
They said I wasn't strong enough.
I want better, so I do better. I do this for me.
I'm just gonna work harder, talk less. All I gotta do is put my head down and burn.
Fire inside me can't be put out.
People will always have something to say. Ignite your fire.
All right, folks, appreciate your patience here as we get things sorted out here. Did have somebody just ask, see if we can check that restart real quick. So bear with me just a second. Hopefully we don't miss too much of race here. I want to back that up really quick and just see that restart. Make sure that nothing specifically happened there where he was blocking or something. So bear with me just a second here as we get going. All right, so let's go ahead and back to live conditions here. Stop. What's this thing doing? All right, so we're back to live conditions here as these guys get going. We'll sort that other mess out here later. As you guys heard, there was a question asked about the restart, about changing lanes before the restart, or after the restart. There's a slight discretion there because he is the race leader. If he's out front, it's a little tricky. That's a tricky call. So we'll have to weigh that option there. We'll have to figure that out. All right, Joseph Mahar, 46, currently in P2 at the moment. Tyler Dixon's P3. Oh, looks like the 15 right there. Let's see. We got another caution. Hold on just a minute as this thing tries to catch back up. All right, looks like Tony Edrington.
That wasn't a block, man. I got moved. Sorry about that.
All right.
My bad, dude. I don't know why you started turning down there. I apologize.
All right, so we got the 33.
Pike go back.
Yeah, it looks like Tony Edrington just got loose, unfortunately. The caution right there was already, or I don't know if it was a caution yet, but unfortunately Edrington didn't see the 33 kind of peeking in there. I don't know that he was committed though, that he should have drove in like that. So let me just look real quick again at that. I think he was already, I don't know if the caution was already out, but he was, yeah, that was more or less a racing incident.
Lucky dog, huh?
Actually, hold on, the caution was already out. Yeah, the caution was already out. I don't know why that happened there, but all right. Let's go ahead and I don't know specifically what happened prior to that, but that's not what brought the caution out. So it looks like Dustin Reeves. Oh yeah, so Dustin just, oh man, he's gonna make some massive contact with that outside wall too. Okay, so Dustin just got loose by himself there on exit, which is the same place. It seems like we're in Iowa. Iowa used to have this happen all the time on the exit. Yeah, he just, unfortunately, he's going to smash that inside wall too. Boom. Yeah, that's going to put a damper on his night right there. So, and he unfortunately made contact with somebody else as he was holding his line as the 33 and the 77. As you can see, the yellow flag's already out. And Tony just kind of drove down there on the 33. He didn't really have it. It was really not anybody's particular issue there. Edrington probably should have drove down on there, but at the same time, I think we all should have slowed up a little bit there. So, all right, I'm not going to hold that to anybody here. Let's go back up here as we're under technically our 8th caution. Not bad, actually. Not bad. We're halfway through the race. We've only had 8 cautions. I know I only say 8 cautions, but quite honestly, I think 4 of those folks have been, actually maybe 5 of those have been self-spins. And so, not bad, to be honest with you. Heck, I've seen some races at Martinsville where we had almost 30. All right.
Taking us out.
Hey guys, do watch the changing of lanes on restarts, please.
Last restart.
For some reason it's telling me let 77 by.
Green flag.
Everybody needs white too.
I got a black flag, Dylan.
All right, we're going to have to go to commercial break, folks. We'll be right back with you.
Passing.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like beta power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, we're waiting for these guys to get off pit road here. We did have an incident there with Mike Watts. Fortunately, lost it in the corner during commercial break. Let's see if I can go back and show you guys that. So Mike was just coming around the corner there. Again, it's another stealth spin. 54 and the 17 made a little contact there, a little aggressively in the corner. And I don't know if Mike had just tried to avoid. No, he didn't make contact with anybody. I think he was trying to accelerate around the corner there. You can see he's already sideways. He's just trying to recollect himself. Unfortunately, he makes, I don't know if he makes contact with the inside wall or not. Yeah, he does. There's no way he's going to stop it. So, makes a little bit of contact with the inside wall. Not a lot of damage, but that's going to set him back quite a bit. All right, let's go back to green flag or live conditions here. That was the conclusion of stage 2, by the way. Appreciate you tuning in, Emily. She says, let's get it, number 5. Because he's out there, he's out front, or he was out front. He's been out front most of the race, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. I'm sure he'll be back up there before you know it. All right. Let's see here. I don't want to send you guys to commercial break because I'm sure we're going to have another caution here at some point. unfortunately, we had to go to commercial break last time around there because we had a lap car that wasn't in line there on the restart. Caused a bunch of drivers there to get black flags, and I don't have anything to clear all their black flags at one time. So there's an option to do that, but I don't want to do that because some guys may be serving actual penalties. All right, let's go back up to the front here. So Kip Easley out in front here. He is our new race leader, I believe. Daniel Holcroft. Obviously, we've got 2 Four Horsemen Motorsports drivers up here. I got almost 3 of them up here in the top 5. James Kunkel is another one there, but he's in P6. But we'll see if these guys can get a good start here as these guys get ready to take the green flag. As you see, Kip Easley is going to take the restart. He gets a great restart there as he crosses the line, decides to take the I-line. Richard Swavely's made his way up here finally into P2 as he's been fighting his way up here all night. And Daniel Holcroft still in P3 at the moment. Oh, we got a spin. 17 of Aaron Adcock. And we need to see that real quick because Aaron has been involved in a few incidents here. Let's just see if that was his fault or if that was somebody else's. Let's see.
Pace car right here on the middle back.
So as he gets, that corner right there is getting everyone. As you can see, that banking right there, man, these guys do a great job of getting around there. Barry Knapp makes a little bit of contact there with David Brackett, but hopefully he's able to avoid the wall. He looks like he's going to go slamming into the wall there, Barry Knapp there down the bottom of the screen. But nope, unfortunately that was a self spin. And as you can see, Aaron Adcock gets recollected. He'll be back up there. He's going to lose some positions here as he gets back to the. He gets basically gives himself an EOL. Unfortunately, he is in the back.
Lucky dog high. Lucky dog high.
I believe that was number 84, Mike Watts, is going to get the lucky dog. That is correct. So Mike Watts is going to get the lucky dog position. He gets his lap back. Going to start in the back, but he is lucky enough to get his lap back here as we've got 94 laps to go before the end of the race. Things are going to get exciting here as things get cycled around. Everybody gets their pit strategies in place, all that good stuff. As you see, Chris Bedwell going to get some damage repaired. He might have got a penalty right now. Wyatt Brackett gets a little bit of damage repaired. As you can see, Mike Watts gets his lap back. Barry Knapp is 2 laps down. We've got Jeremy Banner out. We've got Ray Rogers out. Brad Fulham out after that contact. Got quite a few drivers out. Evan Bushmaster in the 52. He's still on the lead lap here. He's in 16th at the moment. All right, let's get up to the front here as Kip Easley's going to lead us off on this restart. We got some beat up trucks, that's for sure. Kip Easley, you wouldn't know it looking at Kip Easley's truck. He's got a pretty clean truck right now. All right, so let's just round out the top 10 here. So Kip Easley, Richard Swavely's in second. Daniel Holcroft, I think, lost 1 position there on that restart. Sean Harrington currently in 4th. Brandon Robertson in 5th. George Williams up here in the top 6, top 10. Chris McLean currently 7th. Joseph Maher 8th. Tyler Dixon 9th. And Matt Grenier rounds out our top 10. David Brackett and Chris Shoemaker are just outside that top 10 spot. So
Be taking the bottom.
We'll keep an eye on those guys. Evan Bushmaster, again, he had a self-spin there, and then had an incident with Brad Fulham, which took Brad Fulham out of the race. Looks like he's still able to race here at the moment, but he's got some damage.
You're in front of me, Austin.
All right, these guys are getting things sorted out here as Austin Shoemaker is getting things sorted out. 33 is going to get in front of him. All right, we're getting back to green as Kip Easley is going to lead us off here. But he's got Daniel Holcroft, his teammate, right behind him. It's a great restart. See Brandon Robertson there trying to fight. Man, that bottom lane is really tough. Brandon Robertson's trying to make a pass on that inside lane, but that is a deadly spot to be, as you cannot accelerate this truck. As you see, the 38 is going to have to check up a little bit. He might get a good run off the corner, though. Man, it is super hard to pass. You can see George Williams got a little bit of contact with that outside wall. Kip Beasley still out here out front, curling our race leader. A little bit of, see, Sean Harrington got a little loose on the exit there. Richard Swavely's trying to make that high line work, get a little groove off the exit off. The problem is he just can't carry the momentum.
Wreck in front, tread.
Caution.
All right.
Tell me about your car real quick.
Let's see where the wreck is here. It looks like George Williams, David Brackett, George Williams. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like they're not really making contact with each other at the moment. See if I can change the angle real quick. So George Williams comes around the corner. David Brackett, you know, again, it's really difficult because that is a racing
car, the middle back.
That's not anyone's in particular. That's not anybody's fault in particular. So again, it's really hard to give the ULs tonight when there's not really a definitive issue there. We'll go back and review it one more time just to make sure I'm not making an error here, but let me just go back real quick, slow it down, and just right there, it might even have been, I mean, literally, it's so difficult to, let me go from this angle real quick and see if I can tell anything different. Sorry, guys, I got to rewind it here again one more time. Yeah, I mean, they both got
Lucky
loose.
dog coming high.
Dang it, this thing, it just doesn't want to cooperate tonight. So they kind of both, I mean, he was holding his line and David Brackett kind of slid up to him. I mean, at that angle, it looked like David kind of drove into the back of him, but from the other angle, it looked like it was really a racing incident with both of these guys. So I'm not going to give anybody an UL. They're going to get ULs anyways, simply because they're both going to be starting in the back of the field. So I'm not going to worry about that. That'll sort itself out as these guys waited on track and let these guys pass them. As you can see, George Williams is on pit road at the moment, along with David Brackett. These guys are going to start in the back of the field anyway, so UL's not going to do anything for them regardless, as these guys are getting their damage repaired. You can see all that damage there on George Williams' truck, as well as David Brackett's truck. Just the contact being made, you know, when people are spinning in the corner or hitting the wall. It's just part of the game. All right, let's go back up to the front here as we get ready to get kicked off again. Joe Mahar says big crash in 3 after the caution came out. Big crash in 3 after the caution came out. See if I can see if anybody made contact with each other. I don't know when that comment was, Joe. I'll have to go back. You'll have to let me know specifically the lap after the race. And I'll have to go back and review it. I don't see anything on my end. Definitely got some pit strategies going on here. I know that. See a lot of these guys going into the pits, getting tires, all that good stuff. These guys do have unlimited, not unlimited tires. These guys do have limited tires tonight, and they don't have a lot. So some of these guys are probably already shot on.
I'll be taking the inside.
On tires. All right, we got somebody coming off pit road there. I think it was Barry Knapp. No, it wasn't Barry Knapp. All right, let's get back up to the front here. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see if we can get back to some green flag racing with Kip Easley and Richard Swavely. If Kip gets out in front of Richard Swavely.
Green flag.
Looks like he does. We'll see if he can maintain it there as Swavely's trying to keep it off the wall. Brandon Robertson trying to slide up there. It looks like he gained some position. I think Swavely's Kip's figured out this track. All right, buddy. Glad to see you out front here. All right. At the moment, Kip is making this thing work for him. Swavely's doing everything he can to try to get by him, but at the moment, he's just making this thing work. Swavely's got the high line going, but the exit is the hardest part. See Chris McLean dives down there at the bottom, try to take that position away from Brandon Robertson. He can close the door real quick. All right, let's see what the caution was here. All right, looks like Tony Edrington crashed. Let's see if that was self-inflicted or just a cell spin. Let's see real quick.
Come on, guys, catch the pace car. Pace car is in middle back.
All right, as these guys get sorted out here, let's just see really quick if this was a cell spin or if this was somebody helped him out, one or the other. Nope, another self spin. So he's going to be at the back of the field, so there's no point in me giving him any OL. Now, that damage on the front of that truck, unfortunately, may end his evening. All right. Well, let's go back to live conditions here. Let's see where he ended up.
Dog coming high.
Looks like he's still out there, but he's going to have to get some of that damage repaired. Incident points will become an issue, folks. I mean, if you have a lot of spins, again, 25 incident points. It's quite a few, but at the end of the day, those incident points can go by pretty quick. So I expect Edgerton to go down to pit road here, which is going to put him in the back of the field anyway. So, all right. Well, while these guys get things sorted out here, we got Richard Swavely up front. Looks like he was able to make the pass on Kip Easley. Where'd Kip Easley go? Where'd you go, Kip? Where'd you go, buddy? You must have pitted. I know you're going to let me know in the comments. Yes, you did. You pitted. You sly dog, you. All right. Just kidding, buddy. All right. So we got Tony Edgerton. Yes, it is. It is definitely a hard track, buddy. All right. So Brandon Robertson in the 9, Kip Easley, Sean Harrington, Daniel Holcroft, Chris Bedwell, Tony Edgerton, Dana Shepard, Sean Harrington, all went into pit lane to get something done. We don't know what. But it's all about strategy at the moment, folks. Look who's back out front. I hope you're tuning in, Emily, because number 5, your number 5's out here out front again, or at least he's close enough to where it matters at the moment. I believe Richard Swavely is our leader, but Chris McLean's going to look to take that over here in just a minute. as I have a feeling he's probably got some freshies on. No, he does not. He's saving that set for the last part of the race. I know it. I know your strategy, Chris McLean. All right, folks. We're going green again. We've got 74 laps to go. We will finish this race record time. I guarantee it. We're going to keep an eye out front here. So we want to see if Chris McLean can make that pass on Richard Swavely. We didn't have to wait long. Oh, wait a second. He's able to make it so. He got back end a little loose. All right, looks like he was able to make it stick.
Caution, caution.
Just in time for a caution.
What do you think, bud? You think you're all right out there?
All right, let's see what happened. Ooh, we got lots of wrecks here. Hold on. I think it started with William Harrington. I think we got some more people.
Pace car backstreet.
I think we got some more people that got involved in a few incidents here. So let's see. What in the world, 66, are you doing? Dang, man, you drove right up into him. All right, now that definitely serves as an EOL there. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know if his spotter didn't tell him somebody was there or not, but he drove right up into him. 55 is mowing the grass here, or 52 is mowing the grass trying to get around him. He does safely. 87 makes contact with the 78, I believe, up there in the wall. Dana Shepard, man, you guys got to hold your brakes there. The 87 just not holding his brakes.
Lucky dog coming high.
Slides down the track while the other guys are trying to move there. You cannot do that, guys. Come on now. I know you're trying to get out there, but that messes up the 53's race. All right. That's it for that. So 66 going to have to receive an EOL. We're going to be right back with you, folks. Let's keep an eye real quick to see if anybody pits. No, nobody pitted. So give me a second. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, just like that. Apologize, didn't mean to hit that button. We're going to come back up here to front, wait for these guys to get back restarted. I'd be interesting to see what the incident points are right now. I do not believe I can see that. I may be able to. Regardless, we're going to find out because these guys are going to start popping off. So it said several people wrecked there. I don't know if David Brackett, Dana Shepard maybe make some contact there towards the end of that. Let's let me see. His lights are still on the pace truck? Yes, they are. Let's go back real quick. I want to see. No, that was just a result of all that. Yeah, no, I know what it was because Dana Shepard made contact with 87 as he just kind of slid down the track there right in front of him.
Back to the top.
All right, let's go back live here as we already saw all that. All right, we got Richard Swavely on the inside. Chris McLean's elected to take the outside. He's our race leader at the moment. Followed by Tyler Dixon, still up here in the 54. Hopefully he has a strong finish for tonight. He's been up here up front most of the night.
Green flag.
As these guys get kicked off here. All right, so 38 is going to slide up there in front of the 54. 54 is going to try to make the inside stick. Let's see if we can take a look at these guys as they fight for P2. Tyler's going to try to make that stick up there on the top. So he makes a little bit of contact with Richard Swavely. He's trying to get himself up there to the top, man. It is very difficult to drive that bottom lane. All right, he makes his way up there to the top.
I lost it.
All right, let's see what that was all about real quick. Yellow flag came out. Let's see. Dang it, I hit the wrong button. Jeez. I saw something happen in the back there. Let's see if we can. Here it is. Here's which. Oh yeah. Man, White Bracket is not having a good night. All right, let's see real quick what's going on. All right, so I think it started with Kip Easley. As Kip said, he got loose. So looks like he just accelerated off the corner, got loose,
Lucky
hit
dog,
33, and collects Brennan Robertson, a teammate at the 33. That's going to hurt those guys. Daniel Holcroft sneaks right by.
Lucky dog.
James Kunkel sneaks by. White Bracket straightens it back up, and these guys get back going again. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and you guys are seeing me do this, so I apologize. All right, we're going to go back to green flag here, or I always say green flag, man. Not green flag. It's hard to give somebody an EOL for stuff like that, just simply because, you know, when somebody gets loose, you know, that's not really being careless. It's just, unfortunately, it's just part of the dynamics of the track and having to race the track. Along with having hot tires, cold tires on restarts. I mean, it's this track. This track is super technical. So as Sean Herring said, this is crazy. It is crazy, buddy. It's hard. This track is very difficult. I always thought New Hampshire was hard, but when I got on this track, honestly, I gotta say I'm proud of you guys, really, for those that are listening to me that are racing out here tonight. These guys, nobody whined and cried and said that, yeah, I don't want to race this. Like, you know, there were some last year that, you know, made me rethink my decision to put short tracks on the schedule. And we ultimately made a decision to move it, to change it, and I just said this year I'm sticking to my guns. We're not going to change the schedule once it's made. So, you know, we're making these guys work for it tonight. The last few races have been really difficult, and we got 2 more races after this that next few weeks are just going to be a challenge for people. They really are. Darlington is very hard. It's a very difficult track. And then I believe we got Rockingham after that, if I'm not mistaken. If not, we got it coming up real soon. So we got Rockingham and we got Darlington. And these tracks are going to be a challenge. All right, we're going to get back to green flag. Here we go. Chris McLean gets a good jump there on the outside. That is definitely the lane to start as Richard Swavely drives it in there. as he's trying to keep Tyler Dixon behind him. Tyler Dixon was having a good line there until the caution came out, so we'll see if he can make a pass on Rich Swavely as he makes contact with the wall. Tyler Dixon's going to go down to the inside. He is going to make the pass for P2 at the moment, but he does not make it stick. We'll see if he can make it stick around the corner here, as these guys are racing side by side here for P2. If Tyler Dixon can keep it off him there on exit,
There will be a stop.
and that was short-lived. All right, that was a good battle up here at front. Let's see what happened. Looks like William Harrington and Chris Shoemaker got them all at something. Oh. Well, that's the end of the 66's night because he just blew up. That was actually caused by Chris Bedwell getting into the back of the 27. All right, let's go to commercial break. We'll be right back with you guys after we get back to Green Flag Racing, hopefully after these messages. We'll be right back.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine for that explosive C4 energy. Also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, we are back here as we get things sorted out. These guys are going to come back around here and catch the pace truck. And we're going to get kicked off here for another 55 laps. Hopefully we can get some green flag runs in here, as we've had some back-to-back cautions as these guys are getting a little aggressive here in the back. Try to get back up here into the front. So it looks like Chris Bedwell was given an EOL there. So he got in the back of the 27, caused that incident. So the 27 right now is 1 lap down. Chris Bedwell's still on the lead lap, but we've got Harrington, who is now out of the race. Shepard may be out of the race. Shepard looks like he's still in the race. David Brackett is, I believe, out. He's 15 laps down. So I think that's where the field ends right there. But believe it or not, I did
Taking the outside.
I was able to check the incidents, and we have not had anybody disqualified from the race this evening, so that is a plus. We have had 16 cautions, but again, this is a I challenge anybody to go out here and run 200 laps in these trucks with 37 trucks on the 33 trucks in the field on this little dinky track. These guys, I believe these guys are doing a good job. All right. I mean, there's been a lot of cautions tonight just on self spins. I mean, actually probably more than half of these cautions have been on self spins. So this setup is super loose. This track is pretty flat. And when you accelerate on some of these corners here, the truck just wants to spin right out underneath you. So is what it is. We got Chris, actually I didn't mention it here, we got Mike Watts up here in the top 3 at the moment, as he's going to be able to roll the top here. He might have fresh tires as well. If he does, he's definitely going to have something here for Rich Swavely as he picks up the P2 spot. There's going to be a really good race here for P2. Let's see if I can keep this on these guys at the moment, because Tyler Dixon has been strong all night. This has got to be his race here to get in the top 10, or the top 3, excuse me, if not win it for himself. But he's got Joseph Mahar, another Race Pass Motorsports driver, right behind him, trying to catch his teammate up here in the front. And it looks like Joseph was able to make that corner work a lot better. Tyler Dixon may still be on old tires. Let me see if I can look real quick if these guys will stay green long enough. Let's see. So we got Mike Watts. Mike Watts is on fresher tires than Joseph Mahar, unless he just changed his tires. Tyler Dixon's on 51 lap old tires. So is Mahar. Robertson in the 9. Where's he at? Brandon Robertson currently in the 9. He is currently in P7 at the moment, as you can see here at the top of the screen. He's on fresher tires. So Watts and Robertson have the fresher tires at the moment. So that's definitely going to play out here as we've got 48 laps to go. Swavely is making that line work up there in the top. I think Chris McLean got a little bit loose out of there off the corner.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see him at Grenier. He's black and flipped out.
All right, Richard Swavely still out front at the moment. We got two teammates right next to each other, Matt Grenier and Brandon Robertson, currently fighting for 5th position at the moment. Dylan Jones up here tonight. Currently, he's up 24 spots. So right now, our biggest mover of the race at the moment is the gentleman I just mentioned, Dylan Jones, in that 18 Skittles machine. He's had a decent night tonight. Tyler Dixon as well, his teammate. These guys are all up here in the front, so they are making it work for themselves. Joseph Mahar is creeping in on Tyler Dixon at the moment. These guys got the same lap tires, so I expect it's going to be pretty equal. Dixon, is keeping up with Watts at the moment. Got a few lap newer tires there for Watts, as he's going to push to try to get back up here, as he tries to get up here to the front and lead the race before another caution comes out.
Sorry.
We might have another caution here. Hold on. I don't see Daniel Holcroft. He might have went to the pits. Let's see. I thought that was Daniel Holcroft. All right. Let's go back up here to P2. Mike Watts gets a little loose there on exit. They all are getting really loose on exit when they're accelerating. They're just trying to push it hard. Let's see, well, these guys get this stuff sorted out here. Let's see. So Chris Bedwell currently P14. He's down 11 spots where he started the race. Now, he was given an EOL, so he had to start at the back of the field. He's got to work his way back up here. Aaron Adcock, he's still plugging away here, currently in P13 after he's had to start at the back. Chris Shoemaker, he's gotten into a few incidents tonight, but he's up 19 spots, currently in P12 at the moment. Logan Russell in the 11 truck. He is currently in 11th, trying to take that next position away, that top 10 position away from Sean Harrington. Looks like he's going to be able to make that pass if he can make it stick on exit. Dylan Jones, as I mentioned, is our biggest mover of the race. Currently up 24 spots from where he started, currently in P9 at the moment. Truck fairly clean. He hasn't really gotten involved in too much stuff tonight. Sounded like we got a wreck here. Maybe somebody just hitting the wall. Mike Watts is still out in front here in P2 in front of Tyler Dixon at the moment, but that 54 is doing everything he can to try to get up here, at least in the second position here, as the laps are ticking down for these guys. Let's go ahead and ride along with Mike Watts and get the perspective from his rear here. See if Tyler can make that work. It looks like Joseph Mahar is making the high line stick for him. Joe's going to lose. Him and Chris McLean are battling it out for position right there. As I know Joe was a little upset there that Chris McLean switched lanes on him on the restart there, which made him check up. So he's trying to keep him behind him. Chris McLean's able to make the pass on Joseph Mahar. As you can see right behind him is Chris McLean's trying to charge up here to Tyler Dixon at the moment. As we get some green flag running in here, which is good. Chris sends it in, hits the wall. That might allow Joseph Mahar to get around him again. Joe just doesn't have anything for him at the moment, but he might be able to make up. Looks like Tyler Dixon's dropping off a little bit off pace here as he's worried about, as he's got Chris McLean right behind him to deal with. See if Chris McLean can make a pass here on these next few exits. As Tyler Dixon overdrives it there in the corner, that may allow, no, that does not allow Chris McLean to peek in there. Let's run along with Tyler Dixon, as you're going to see Chris McLean right on his rear end. Tyler had to let him go. Tyler Dixon may be having a problem here. Is he running out of gas? See, Tyler Dixon right there is on the bottom. We're riding along with Joseph Mahar at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I don't know what's wrong with Tyler Dixon at the moment. He might just be letting him go. He might be preserving fuel at the moment. I don't know for sure, but that's not like Tyler to let him go by like that anyways. Unless he just got stuck on the inside. We're going to keep an eye on him real quick here as these guys get going around here. We've got 30 laps to go as Garrett Brown's going to try to make that bottom stick for him. You can hear Joseph Mahar on and off the throttle, hitting the brakes, trying to make the truck turn here in the corner. Brown's trying to peek on the inside there, but it's just way too difficult to pass. Brown makes a little bit of traction here. Looks like Tyler Dixon's tires just may be gone. As Garrett Brown peeks into the inside here, he's going to be able to make that pass. Tyler Dixon comes in as Joseph Mahar is struggling. So let's see, Garrett Brown and Joseph Mahar fighting for position at the moment. I believe this is for P4, excuse me. Joseph Mahar, Garrett Brown has to check up on the inside. Joseph Mahar carries the outside. He's able to make it work. This guy's got a battle going here. Joseph Mahar brings back up the position as Garrett Brown finds out how difficult it is to pass on the inside. Who was that just talked? see here. 173.77. Oh, the 46 is going to hit the wall. The 10 is going to slide up. 46 is going to carry the outside wall. They're fighting for positions. These guys are sideways. Woo! Heck yeah, man. We got a race. Joseph Mahar says, hold my beer. We're going to get this thing. Oh, Nine's going to say the same thing here as he takes the bottom, tries to cut the corner. Tyler Dixon back up here. I think he was just saving fuel. I think that's what he was doing. He can tell me after, but I bet you that's what he was doing because now he's back on the gas. Yes, sir. I do believe that's what it is. All right, we got Joseph Mahar. Garrett Brown was able to make the pass on him. He's out there comfortably in 4th position at the moment, trying to fight this lap traffic as he tries to get around Evan Bushmaster here in the 52. See if he's able to do that without causing any issues. You can see Joseph Mahar still fighting that truck to try to stay on that in that 5th position with Tyler Dixon just breathing down his neck at the moment, along with Brandon Robertson, who's also got fresher tires. Again, as I mentioned before, Mike Watts and Brandon Robertson, I believe, are on the same pit strategy. We got Evan Bushmaster here trying to get, he's laps down. I don't know. Let me see real quick here. Is Evan Bushmaster a lap down? I think he is. Yeah, he's 1 lap down, so he's trying to get his lap back. All right, let's go up to the front real quick here and see this battle we got going up here for P1 at the moment. We got Richard Swavely and Chris McLean. Both burned the tires off these trucks, and I don't think they got another set in the pits. These guys are fighting, trying to get, see who's going to get, actually, I think Chris McLean's got an extra set of tires here, but whether or not they're going to be able to pit or not is the deal, because if you go in and pit under caution, which I think somebody's wrecking. I think David Sparks just brought it into the pits there and parked it. All right, so McLean at the moment is comfortable. As we've talked to this driver many times, he has tried and has been trying to win himself a race. He almost had it in the bag at Bristol Dirt and was robbed of the position by Wyatt Brackett as he drove it in there and took that win away from him in an epic finish. I mean, it was a great finish to watch. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch the Bristol Dirt finish between the 5 and the 33. It was a pretty awesome finish. But the 55 has been battling, fighting his way up here to the top 3 the last few races. He is placed in the top 3. I don't know if it's been every race, but he is placed in the top 3 the last few races and has not been able to stamp his name into the playoffs. And that is the caution that he needed right there.
If you happen to get a look at your
now, if he has a set of tires and the other guys don't, he's going to lose a little bit of track position, but he's going to have a lot more momentum to go as Aaron Adcock looks like he's crashed. So let's go ahead and see real quick what happened with Aaron. We'll see if he makes contact with either of these guys or if he just self-spins. We'll have to see what happens here. It sounded like somebody made contact with somebody, so we'll have to see if somebody spun in front of him or if he's right in that groove right there. He's right in that groove if he accelerates and brings that truck around, because that is the deal right there, folks. That is the toughest part of the track, and that is what happened. That track, that part of turn 4 is deadly. As you guys have seen throughout this race tonight, all 200 laps, these guys have all lost it in that corner. It really reminds me of New Hampshire, where there's, or Iowa for that matter, depending on the setup, where we struggled in official sessions with the exit, or the exit off the corner in Iowa. I know it was turn 4. It did the exact same thing. Now there's no banking here. There's banking in Iowa. There's no banking here. Or there's not a lot, anyways. And unfortunately, he didn't do any damage. Didn't do anything to his truck.
You're good. I just stopped to try to avoid the passing under yellow. No worries, man.
Didn't do anything under on his truck, so he
I had to
can
remember not to pass you.
recollect himself. But these guys have all
Yeah,
come
that was
in.
a little traffic jam there. Hope nobody got any black flags out of that deal.
And Chris McLean may
No,
not.
sir, good to go.
Let me see. Chris McLean may not have a tires. Let me see. Hold on here, folks. Let's look at it. So McLean pitted about 44 laps ago, and if I'm not mistaken, bear with me a second. I'll look real quick for you guys. There are a total of 4 tire sets, which means the tire set that they get on their truck, and then they get 3 additional tire sets. So you can see on the top of your, or the top of this pit strategy, you can see all 4 pits. So he's got 44 laps to the stint of these tires. There's guys that just came in and got some fresh ones. They are going to charge to the front of this field. Can Chris McLean hold on to the lead with Brandon Robertson having older tires? That is going to be a deal. Now, I don't think Brandon Robertson went in. Let me look. Let me look. He may have. I don't see it. No, I do not believe that Brandon Robertson went in. So we got Chris McLean on 45 lap old tires. We got Brandon Robertson right behind him with 12 laps to go. We're going to have about 10 laps to go when we go green. We're definitely going to have another caution. No doubt.
Second and top, everybody.
But you got Brandon Robertson with 67 lap old tires, and then you got Tyler Dixon, who I believe just went in and got fresh tires. Tyler Dixon may have himself a race. As long as he stays off these guys and doesn't get hit, Tyler Dixon and and Dylan Jones and Mike Watts all have fresh tires. Folks, we have got a race here for the finish of this race. It is going to be exciting to watch. I'm excited to see who wins. I know you guys, if you want to place your bets, put it in the chats at the moment, but we have got a green flag as Chris McLean gets a good jump off. But you're going to have Tyler Dixon on fresh tires, I believe. I may be wrong, but I believe Tyler Dixon's got some fresh tires. I also believe that Dylan Jones has got fresh tires too, as he's trying to fight Aaron Adcock at the moment, and there is our caution.
Does my radio sound bad out there?
All right, let's see who that was real quick. Looks like Joseph Mahar. Ah, man, I hit the wrong button. Dang it. I think Joseph Mahar gets into his teammate. And unfortunately, he's going to have to get a new L because he just not only took his teammate out, but, man, these guys are just piling in. So you got to hold the brakes, buddy. Y'all got to hold the brakes. No brakes. No brakes being held right there. No brakes being held. Everybody just keeps hitting each other. All right.
Lucky dog high. Lucky dog's coming high.
All right, folks, we're going to go to commercial break real quick. Let's go back to live conditions. We'll be right back with you after these commercial messages.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine for that explosive C4 energy. also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks. Well, that gentleman right there is leading the race, Mr. Chris McLean. Can he win? Can he win at Lucas Oil Raceway and punch his name into the playoffs, as he has worked really hard to try to do each and every week here, as these guys have been fighting and clawing their way up here and to keep themselves up here to the front. Now, the cautions have helped a little bit, for sure. Let's hope we don't get to 20 cautions here tonight, but in all fairness,
Race control, I'm going to need a black cleared when this gets green.
all right, folks, bear with me just a second here as we take care of these other admin duties. I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, we want to get back to live conditions here as these guys get ready to get kicked off. We've only got a few laps to go, so 5 laps to go. We do not want to miss a thing here as Chris McLean has the outside, but Brandon Robertson and Chris McLean are going to make contact.
We'll have a caution.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Man, that was wrong.
77. All right, the 77, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to lose all that position.
McLean says you're in front of me.
Well, it looks like his truck is
Are you going to get a EOL for that?
fairly clean. All right, folks, we'll be right back with you here as we get things sorted out again here as we get ready to go back. All right, folks, we are back.
Hey, Aaron, you don't take top or bottom here.
As we get things sorted out here with that incident, unfortunately, Brandon Robertson made contact with Chris McLean. Chris McLean was able to recollect himself. He got a little bit of damage there after 77. Also made contact with him after the caution, but looks like we are going to get back to green flag racing here, as these guys are going to get all sorted back out here. It looks like everybody's sorted back out. And the pace truck is off, folks. We got Aaron Adcock on the outside. We got Tyler Dixon on the inside. We're going to see who's going to win this race.
Green, green, green.
Well, Aaron Adcock gets a great start there. He might have fresh tires too. If he can keep that truck straight, he might have a great chance to win this race here. As you can see, the 10, Garrett Brown is doing everything he can to try to catch him, but the 17 is able to keep it up there. We'll see if he's able to keep it. We got a caution in the back of the field here as white flag. White flag is out. Oh, he spins going into the thing. Aaron Adcock is going to be our race winner if he can hold off Richard Swaverly. Richard Swaverly, he spins it down. Who wins? Does Aaron Adcock win the race? I believe he does, folks. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was a really messy finish, but let's go back.
With the spinning win, Aaron. Congratulations. That was fun.
All right.
I appreciate it, bro.
Let's see it.
Congrats, Aaron. I raced you a lot tonight. That was fun race. Hey, Rich, I'm sorry I blocked you there, man. I just had to. We had two to go.
We got loose. All right, let's see. Man, oh, man, oh, man.
No worries. Truck to self-clearing.
Wow. And he wins. Spinning to the finish line. That is great, man. That is awesome. Well, congratulations. Finally, those that have tuned in to watch Aaron Adcock race here in the Tuesday Night Racing Series. Folks, he has won at Lucas Oil Raceway. Congratulations, buddy. Well earned right there. Almost kind of reminds us of Bristol here as that finish in the Xfinity Series in NASCAR. Either way, folks, it wasn't clean all race, but again, what do they say? Short track racing, right? Man, oh man, great finish for him as he's going to burn it down here. As we're going to try to get him burning it down. As we want to celebrate him for sure, as he has fought his way up here tonight. He has spun out several times this evening.
That's how you do it.
Several times this evening, as he was able to finally make his way back up here and put himself in victory lane here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. So congratulations again to Aaron Adcock. We're gonna speak to him here in just a minute, as well as Richard Swaveley, and Chris Bedwell was able to make his way up here into the top three here. Finish looks like he was scored P3, and then we got Tyler Dixon P4, David Harden in P5, Mike Watts P6 after that incident. William Harrington P7, Wyatt Brackett P8 after all of those incidents that he suffered this evening. Evan Bushmaster up here in the top 10 tonight in that 52 truck, and then the number 9 of Brandon Robertson after receiving the UL finishes out our top 10 for this evening. All right, folks, we're going to go to commercial break again one more last time as we got to bring these guys into the booth. We'll be right back with you, and we'll hear from Aaron Adcock himself, and then Richard Swaveley and Chris Bedwell. We'll be right back with you, folks. Thanks again for tuning in.
Take everything that you know about your typical energy drink and kick it to the curb, because today we're talking about C4 Original. And this isn't an energy drink, this is a performance energy drink. Well, what does that mean? Well, C4 Original contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, that explosive C4 energy. also contains incredible flavors with 0 sugar, 0 calories, and 0 artificial colors. But C4 Original also contains ingredients that are formulated for performance, like carnosine beta-alanine, a clinically studied ingredient that helps to kick fatigue to the curb, like Beta Power, which is a clinically studied ingredient that helps with performance. So when I say performance energy, I'm not just saying it. You're literally getting clinically studied performance ingredients in every sip of C4 Original. So get rid of your sugary energy drink, because that's not doing anything for you. If you want energy to perform and dominate life, get your hands on C4 Original.
All right, folks, we're going to hear from the race winner himself here in just a second, if I can figure out all this software stuff. Give me just a moment as we get Mr. Aaron Adcock in here to speak with him for the very first time in this broadcast, buddy. I am excited for you tonight. I was pulling for you. Obviously, you always have your fan base tuning in each and every week that want to hear from you. And so I'm glad that they finally get to hear from you here at the end of the race as the race winner himself. And, man, a hard-fought battle, I can tell you that. I mean, obviously, with all the cautions tonight, it helped a little bit with some of the strategy. But you had several different times where you spun off of turn 4 just to recollect yourself, no damage, and then just kind of recollect everything, get back out on track, and do it all over again. But congratulations to you after that deal up there in the front that mixed things up a little bit for you, put you up here to the front. And so tell us how your race went, obviously, and give your shout-outs, and then, of course, look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, it was like the best roller coaster ride at Disney you could ever imagine. I jumped in here last night and got started practicing, and I was just struggling to get the line. And me and Chris are good buddies and run together in some other leagues and actually live in the same town. And I said, man, come in here and help me out because I am struggling. And he showed me the line. I started working on it, and I think I put in about 200 laps worth of practice last night. And I knew coming in here tonight it was going to kind of be like a Martinsville.
Yep.
Keep
for
your
sure.
nose clean, stay out of trouble. I didn't really know. This was actually my first race at this track, so I didn't know what the race pace was going to be and what to expect out of other drivers on this style of track, because it's kind of like a Darlington with no banking is kind of the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
With the way I run the line. But yeah, just stayed up front all night for the most part, within the top 10, other than when I cycled out on pit stops and strategy. And I knew when we got that long green flag run right there at the end with about 20 to go, I started picking guys off, and cautions fell at the right spot and just got the track position. But my buddy Chris, he probably would have gotten this win tonight, except for a little last lap incident. But I appreciate everything he's done to help me out as a racer from the beginning to where I'm at now, and a win in this series. I mean, there's guys in here that are stout. I'm thankful enough to be able to learn from them and to come out here and win a race. It's something else. I mean, I don't even have words for it. It's just amazing.
Well, we appreciate you, obviously. You took a little hiatus for a little while, and then you came back, and obviously your schedule may have been a conflict there or whatever, but you were able to come back in and race with us again for this season, and we're obviously happy to have you and Chris back, and Tracy Passons, and several of you guys that race together in other leagues, and obviously, we're happy to have you guys here. So you guys are a huge contribution to this league, just like the guys that you speak of that are hard, that are good racers in here that make it challenging each and every week. And unfortunately, some of the incidents, I look at the cautions. I think we had 19 or 18 cautions total. If you go back and watch the race, you'll see I reviewed just about every one of the incidents, and there was probably 75% of those were self-spins. And so we knew that was going to happen. I mean, we knew that was going to be a challenge, because even when I was getting the setup for here and making sure that you guys had something that would help the truck turn a little bit, I knew it was going to be loose in the corner. And
I can promise you, it turns.
it turns. It turns for sure, especially, and it's almost like you got to use the throttle, the more the tires wear, the more you got to use your brake bias and your acceleration in the corners almost to make. It's kind of like dirt tracking, dirt track racing. I'm not a big dirt track guy, but at the end of the day, when you want to turn the truck in dirt track, you punch the gas a little bit, it turns the back of the truck, and that's kind of how I had to do it when I was doing hot laps here with in the practice sessions. But either way, buddy, congratulations on a P1 finish. Excited to have you up here finally for a race win. Hopefully everything works out, that you make the playoffs with everything the way it is as far as the participation requirements and all that stuff. You just have to go back and make sure you know what those are if you're not familiar with that process, because we did change a few things there over the last 2 seasons. Just make sure that you check on that. I think you should be okay, but just double check on that for yourself, just so you don't miss out. And congratulations on a hard-fought battle up here to win yourself a race here at Lucas Oil. It's definitely not easy, for sure.
It's not. I appreciate it, and I just want to give a shout-out to Apex Sim Racing Equipment. Jimmy up there, he does a great job and helps us out with equipment and stuff like that. And shout out to my mom and dad and my family, my wife and little girl. She's actually got to have tubes put in tomorrow, so it's going to be a big day for me and my wife. So hopefully everything goes good. And Tracy wasn't able to make it tonight. They got some family stuff, and just praying for their family tonight, and just appreciate everything you do, Dylan.
Yeah.
And Chris McLean, I thank him for everything. And my spotter, Chuck Phelps, he was in my ear all night, so he definitely helped get me from the back to the front. So I just want to thank everybody, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Well, we'll keep Tracy in our thoughts and prayers as well. Hopefully everything's all right with his family, and we'll be praying for your little daughter there tomorrow with her she's getting tubes in her ears.
Yeah, she's getting tubes and adenoids taken out. So she's 2.5, so this is
as a dad and a mom, especially at that age, man. As a dad myself, I can tell you, it doesn't matter what our kids go through when they're sad or hurting or anything. Man, I'd do anything in this world to make them happy. So I can definitely relate to that. So we'll definitely be praying. My family will be praying, and I'm sure the community here with Tuesday Night Racing will be praying for your little girl, and hopefully everything goes good for you guys tomorrow. Tell your wife thank you for letting you always come out here to race with us, and we appreciate everybody that tunes in and watch you and Chris and Tracy and everybody in your group. Again, I just appreciate you guys. So thanks again for everybody's support, and congratulations on your win.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.
All
right, folks, that was Mr. Aaron Adcock, our race winner. We're going to hear from Richard Swavely, right now. Man, I don't know what it is about your last name. If you've noticed in the broadcast, I've been trying to make sure I get it right each and every week. So, but congratulations on a P2 finish, hard fought. I thought you were going to be able to get Chris McLean there towards the end of the race, and things just worked out to where, unfortunately, Chris got removed a little bit, or moved back a little bit there due to that incident, and looks like you were able to get up here to P2 and finish the race. And overall, I think you had an incident early on. I don't remember the incident. It was early on in the race where you made some contact at the front of the truck. I thought you were going to be okay, and then I think you had a self-spin maybe, or something else happened to you. But all in all, some of you guys that happened to be up here in the front here at the end of the race within the top 10, man, you guys were beating. You guys were, some of these trucks, man, they had to drag them to the hauler.
Oh yeah, that early wreck, from my view, that was just the most bizarre. There's so much net code going on right there. I couldn't tell what I hit or who I hit or anything right there. But
yeah,
I had a hair of damage from that, and got it fixed at the stage right there, and just rode around and ended up playing tire strategy a little bit at the end, and worked out really well last 10-15 laps.
Yeah, I think looking at the strategy, I don't think, because Chris didn't come in for tires at the last pit when everybody else came in. I don't think he had tires. So he'll have to correct me on that in the comments or after the race. But looking at the strategy here, it looked like he came in 4 times. So unless he double stinted tires, I don't think he had another set on the rack. I think he was where he was at, which he still could have finished the race probably out front. But either way, things worked out for you. You were able to get up here. You had your line figured out. I mean, you were running consistent laps, and unfortunately, with some of these cautions, we knew there was going to be a lot of cautions. Honestly, I'm proud of you guys. At the end of the day, I mean, 18 cautions minus 2 of those being stage cautions. If you go back and look at the race, I was telling Aaron Adcock, you go back and look at probably 75% of those were self spins off turn 4. So, I mean, all in all, compared to a Martinsville, where there was people just getting destroyed left and right during incidents, that was the hardest thing, because it's really hard to give somebody. How are you going to give somebody an EOL with a self spin? I don't think that's fair. So,
yeah. And with the setup tonight, it seemed like it was.
It was loose.
Yeah, it was very loose off corner exit. It just seemed like the rear end wasn't planted, and that kind of bites people if they don't have like a better end set of pedals. They don't have the feel, the feel and the range to be able to feather the car off the corner, and it does kind of bite people sometimes. But
yeah, this setup wasn't made for Lucas Oil. There was no setup for iRacing for the C-Class trucks in iRacing. So, which I thought there was, because they ran this track last season. But either way, we had to. I think we ended up using the New Hampshire setup, or we ended up using the. I can't remember, to be honest with you, which setup we used. I'm pretty sure we used. Actually, no, we ended up using a custom setup for Iowa, or for Lucas Oil, that was made for Lucas Oil. And we had to tweak it a little bit because it was failing inspection at the time. So anyway, at the end of the day, it was very loose, but you really kind of needed that to turn the truck on exit. If you didn't have it, you would have just went right to the wall, and people were going to the wall anyways. So it was actually fun to drive if you could keep the truck without spinning, because as soon as it starts spinning, you can't catch it. Yeah, I mean, it would just kick out.
Yeah, with my driving, I noticed if you let the car roll to the center of the corner and just ease and roll into the throttle on exit, it just take off. It took me 2/3 of the race to figure that out there right at the end when I was on the older tires and everything swapped out to where I was leading there for a little bit. That was when I finally figured out how to drive the racetrack. I started pulling away from Mike Watts there a little bit. Yeah, that was a really fun race. I mean, there was a lot of cautions, but we had like 2 or 3 green flag runs there that were really fun to race, actually.
Yeah, there was some green flag runs there, and I literally was like, I don't want to jinx ourselves here, but I mean, all in all, decent race. I mean, for this track never being run before for the series, but also most people not even running it ever in iRacing, to come out here and turn a few hundred laps before the race and have a different setup. I mean, I'm not going to complain. You guys did a great job. So with that said, buddy, I don't want to take your thunder away here. Second place, awesome finish tonight. Going into next week here at Darlington is going to be a tough track again. We've got 2 more tracks, I think, on schedule that are going to be challenging. We've got Darlington, and then we've got no, I thought we had Rockingham, but no, we actually have Indianapolis after this. So Indianapolis is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, we just came from there on Sunday. And then we got Dover, which is a lot of fun if you can stay out of stuff. And then we got Daytona, and then we got Watkins Glen. So we got some good tracks here coming up. And then we've got Rockingham. So that's probably going to be the next challenging track after Darlington. So we got a little bit of break in between, but should be some exciting racing. And with that said, buddy, give your shout-outs if you haven't already done it. I don't think you did. Give you a chance to do that, and then we'll see you next week.
Yeah, shout-out to Hammerdown Motorsports. Ray had his tough night.
Yeah, he's spun a few times here. I think he was struggling a little bit on exit 2, and then of course he had a little bit of help there in the end. But
yeah, big thanks to them, of course. Big thanks to you and everybody for putting it on and doing the broadcast and everything. And this is the part of the schedule I was looking forward to, is this little stretch with Darlington and Indy and Dover and all that. So
well, good, man.
I'm ready.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you out there. So we'll see you next week. Congratulations again on P2, and we'll get things updated here shortly and see where you sit.
All right. Thank you.
See you, buddy. All right, folks, let's hear from Mr. Chris Bedwell himself as he worked his way back up here to P3. Congratulations, buddy, on fighting your way back up here. I hated to give you an EOL, but that incident with Kippy's. I think he just came into the corner. Maybe he had fresher tires. I don't know. But either way, you fought your way back up here. You got a P3 finish, and we move on to next week.
Yeah. P3, that was the hardest P3 I've ever had.
Yeah.
I had about 4 minutes of damage after that caution that we had right after the second stage. I don't know if it was net code or me just putting it in a little bit too deep and got collected with, I believe it was James. And got a lot of damage from that, and just the cautions helped out a ton just to come in and get the repairs I needed. And then you had to drive, you had to kind of put the elbows out to get through everybody. It is short track racing, nothing personal, just having to get back up to the front where all the action is.
Yeah, there was a few little incidents here and there, but overall, even considering the cautions, like I was telling the last two guys, a lot of the, if you go back and watch the replay, you'll see 75% of the cautions were guys spinning out by themselves, and thankfully most of the time, guys didn't get collected into those incidents. I mean, most people stayed pretty clean. A few guys after the incidents didn't hold their brakes and kind of made things a little worse for everybody than it should have been. But all in all, great race, and congratulations on your P3 finish. And we'll get things updated. It looks like you got a pretty solid setup here going into next week into Darlington, so that's going to be interesting as we get back to a little bit bigger track, and should be an exciting race for next week.
Yeah, I think it'll be exciting. It's a tough track to learn, especially if you haven't run much there, and even if you have run a lot, it's still a tough track.
Yeah, it's a tough track for sure.
Especially on old tires, you got to learn when to use the throttle and when not to. It's a pretty fun track when you're on fresh tires, though. But yeah, third place on a pretty crummy night in the middle of it. I'll take it every week.
Absolutely. Absolutely, buddy. All right, well, congratulations again on the P3 finish, and we'll see you next week at Darlington.
All right, sir. Thank you. And thanks
Yes,
to
sir.
George and Dana for being teammates. And I think Dana ended up pretty good.
Yeah, Dana ended up P16, I believe. P16, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he finished. That's what's counts.
George ended up P27. I think he got involved in one of those incidents there at the end there and took him out. So
he had a lot of damage. So
yeah,
and he had some storms, so he wasn't real sure if he was even going to be able to finish because of the. He said he could hear the rain over his mic. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad he came out regardless, and another strong finish at least for 3F Racing, and you guys are chugging on. You guys have picked up some spots here in the team competition, so we'll see how things play out here over the next few weeks, and we still got some great racing, so it'd be good to see how things fare out for you guys here over the long term with 3F Racing. So, congratulations to all you guys.
Thank you, sir. You have a good evening.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. Well, that is it for this evening. Sorry for the long interviews here, but it's always good to talk to these guys and get their perspective and see how their races went and how everything went for them. And, of course, give their shout-outs and thank everybody. And, again, if you didn't hear Aaron Adcock, we're gonna be thinking of his little daughter there, and she's going to get tubes in her ears tomorrow. So we're going to be thinking of her as she gets those done. And thanks again to Miss Adcock for letting him come out and race each and every week, as well as all the wives here that are part of this amazing league. I forget, you kind of forget a lot when we got a bunch of guys in here racing that we've got better halves at home that are letting us do this. Well, if you're married and you're a guy, you know that they're letting us do this. But all kidding aside, that they're supportive of what we do, and I see many of your wives and people, those that support you guys as drivers in the chat box each and every week, and it's great to see. And all in all, as I've said each and every week, that's the reason we do this. Many of us are, we're not young spring chickens, I guess you could say. And it's just good to be able to get together with a bunch of guys and be able to do this and to be competitive and have fun here. That's what iRacing is all about. And we truly appreciate iRacing and iRacing.com for everything that they do to put this simulation together and to be able to compete out here with this software and to be able to broadcast all you guys live on the internet. Who would have ever thought you'd be able to do something like this 10 years ago? Is just mind-blowing. So with that said, that is one of the positive things about this whole COVID-19 and this whole pandemic deal, that, you know, it forced people to get online and get together and do things like this when we couldn't get outside and be with our families and do all that stuff. So with that said, folks, again, I can't thank you enough for your support, whether you're tuning in, broadcast, whether you're tuning in to the broadcast, or whether you're commenting, or whether you comment on our Facebook post or like our Facebook page, or just support your driver, period. I just want to thank you guys all for your support, regardless of how that plays out. I want to give a big shout out, as I do each and every week, and I try not to forget, Light Electric Company, independent contractors, Thomas Light. I know you're busy, buddy. I know you've got some contracts there yourself that you're going through to hopefully get back out here on track. So we miss you. We hope to see you back out on track here soon with Hammer Down Motorsports, and we look forward to seeing you back on track here shortly. And then, of course, ADK Coolers, ADK Outdoor Brands. If you go to adkcoolers.com, you can check out the coolers that they still have in stock there. And, of course, they've got really good deals on rotomolded coolers that are similar to Yeti there. And what else? Rhymesick Coin. If you haven't checked those guys out yet, they are a new cryptocurrency coin. Very volatile as far as the cryptocurrency market goes, but it's always good to check out new things that people are doing to try to, try to grow their life and their, do good things for the community and stuff like that. So I think that's overall their philosophy. So definitely check out Rhymesick Coin as well and see what they're up to. But they've supported the league, and I truly appreciate that. With that said, folks, my name is Dylan Hastings. Thank you again for tuning in each and every week. As I go through the grid here, I'll go through this one more time just so everybody can see the final results. I already laid out the top 10, but I want to make sure that you guys see the overall final results. So give me a second here as I try to bring that up for you guys. If it will come back up. There it goes. All right, and let's just run through it real quick. So Aaron Adcock is our race winner. Richard Swaverly second. Chris Bedwell third. Tyler Dixon fourth. Great race for Tyler Dixon. We didn't get to hear from him tonight, but, man, a hard-fought battle for him as he was really peaking up here in the top three. I thought he was going to have himself a race win. That little incident there with Brandon Robertson there at the end, I think slowed him down just a little bit. And but P4 finish for him. Awesome job tonight. David Harden, great job, buddy, tonight for you. P5, that's awesome. Sean Harrington, same thing, 78. I know you fought through a few things here tonight. Mike Watts, same thing. Had an incident there with his teammate. Fought through that and was able to get back out there and finish P7. Wyatt Brackett, same thing, buddy. You had a lot of incidents this evening, not any fault of your own, and you were able to fight back up here into the top 10 tonight, so congratulations to you. Evan Bushmaster also in P9. Brandon Robertson rounds out the top 10, as I mentioned before. Matt Grenier in 11th. Garrett Brown 12th. Chris McLean 13th. Logan Russell 14th. Kip Easley 15th. Dana Shepard 16th. Dylan Jones 17th. Congratulations on him. Glad to have him back. Joseph Mahar finishes 18th. David Brackett 19th. Chris Shoemaker 20th. Tony Edgerton back racing with us again. Congratulations to him on a 21st finish. I know that's not what he wanted, but again, we knew that this was going to be a challenge tonight. James Kunkel, 22nd. David Sparks, 23rd. Daniel Holcroft, 24th. William Harrington, 25th. Austin Shoemaker, 26th. George William, 27th. Wesley Burchett, glad to have him back out here as well. I don't know how I missed him earlier. And 28th. And Barry Knapp, 29th. Dustin Reeves, 30th. Unfortunately, he had an incident there at the end that kind of ruined his night. Jeremy Banner, 31st. Ray Rogers as well, 32nd. Brad Fulham, 33rd. And then, of course, you see myself there as race control. With that said, folks, again, my name is Dylan Hastings. This is the Tuesday Night Racing Series. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week, next Tuesday, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. We will be back at Darlington for I believe we've got 200 laps there. Let me just double check that real quick for you. But I believe, no, we've got 147 laps at Darlington next week at 9:15. Tuesday night back here for some incredible racing. So with that said, folks, thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you all next week.